Beautiful memories of Soili. Lamika, I met her about 12 years ago, and we were living opposite with her and Leo in Lennox Head. So we shared more there, and she took us to a couple of friends. She took us into Lennox Lake to do some aerobics. and we just laughed and laughed because of that part of Soili that was so active. I remember trying to get us to do all the water aerobics, and we were exhausted, and she was hardly even started. And I remember being at the Mela Festival, and Leo and Soili then came, and she was jogging. So my memories of Lamika are so much about movement and colour, and I feel so honoured to have seen her in hospital in Southport, and I just want to share briefly to me what I got from that, because I sat with her as they gave her a dose of morphine. And if anyone doesn't know, morphine comes from the poppy diva, it's a flower. And as she was being given a dose of morphine, the poppy diva came and said to tell her that not only could it help the pain, but it could take her into the world of flowers even more deeply. And Soili had said to me a while ago that, you know, her thing was to make flower essences, but she was holding back because of all the flower essences I'd made. She felt that she shouldn't be doing it. And I told her it was ridiculous. You know, she had hers to make. And so I felt really honoured that I could support her to see in those last days, hopefully, that when she went inside, she was the flower, and all the flowers were in her, and her light was sending, she was making those flower essences from the waters of her own soul and radiating them out through the last days of her life to all beings. And I really hope that she got that she was the flower, she was the essence. So because I do everything with singing, I just want to sing her a song. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the clear light within you guide your way home. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the clear light within you shine your way home. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the clear light within you guide your way home. It is a delight and a joy to know you, Soili. Whenever I'm feeling that life's a little dull, I'll just think of you and your colour and your sparkle and your light and your dancing and your joy, and I think that's the gift you've given all of us. The joy to have known you and to still know you, and I'll see you in your dreams.
When we managed to talk Soili and Zio to coming up to the Mela Festival, we were running the teenagers program, which is a fairly crazy thing to do. But like everything, she absolutely dived into it 100%. Every cell of her being is in there.
Yeah.
And to me, if there's any memory, it was last year at the temple and the dance, which I think you were. And and for me, in soul colour, which is aqua, she was in this flash, this blinding, whirling, dervish flash of aqua. And like everything, her total commitment to movement, to life, but above all to her path, her growth, which we know is continuing and multiplying. So, bless you, darling. Keep dancing forever. Excellent. Bless you for being on Gaia.
always remember Lamika Soili when I do the dishes. Visited one time into the and we had takeaway, and of course she jumped up at first opportunity to clear away and make things nice and smooth. Yet she broke one of the bowls. But in true Lamika style, she raced out to the shop the next day and bought me a replacement, even though she didn't have to. And with a beautiful note saying things like my sweet cupcake muffin pie. I'll always treasure that moment.
Yay! Now school too, I met Lamika Farewell at Paula's house. And for 3 years I felt like I took on the role of the mother. And I don't take anything away from the beautiful mother here. And all the other mothers that felt that beautiful daughter relationship. And I honour Mother Lamika's and Soili's mum, and to Mother Earth, and to the Great Spirit of Mother. I was very fortunate to spend twice with her in the prison hospital. The second time was very short, but it was very powerful. Within a few minutes, I was holding her hand, and she said, "Tell me a story." And I went, "Wow, there's so many stories I speak about." And all of a sudden, at the end of her bed, I saw a garden. And I took her into that garden, and I said to her, "How do you see yourself in the garden?" She said, "You're telling the story, you tell me." And I said, "No, you tell me how you see yourself." And she saw herself plain and with long white hair. And I said, "Yes, you are plain. You cannot hide. As much as you would like, you cannot hide. You have so much light coming out of your hands. It's like fairy dust all around you." That moment, the pain took over her body. She needed to move, and then asked for space. And that was my last physical encounter. She slept for a few hours after that. She went on the journey, began the journey where she was going more and more. And I thank her, and I thank all you people that brought her through each other into our lives. We are here connected because of her. To her sisters and her brothers. I cannot imagine what it would be like to lose one of my sisters or my brothers. Coming from a very large family myself. And the most memorable time of 3 weeks travelling with her, as some of you will know, and I bring Emmanuel into this space now, a dear friend who only went to the movies with her a few weeks before she ended in hospital. But she couldn't tell him or tell me about the movie when we were in the hospital together. He said to me that was nothing like the movie. It was like she was so out of her body even at that stage. That trip to Uluru was the most life-changing experience for those who journeyed with her. Of her vibrancy, her energy, and every time I was sitting and thinking about what was coming next, she would land a plate of food in front of me. She was always thinking about someone else. Always. I would like now to honour Mother just with a brief connection to her.
Dolphins just out here.
you.